Right, we're going to start things off today with a new feature on this channel called Kev's Confessional. I'm not going to be confessing to anything. I'm expecting you lot to confess to something. Somebody has stolen my mouse dongle, which might not seem like a big deal, but what it means is I can't plug my mouse into my laptop, which means I have to use the trackpad on it, which means I can't have it stood up on a load of boxes like I normally do, so it looks like I'm looking up at the screen like that and makes it look like I'm really there because I can't reach. I'd be like that on video. So I'm going to be looking down today, and it's all because someone snuck into my garage and taken my dongle. So if that was you, let me know in the comments. I would like it back because this all feels very wrong. I mean, the camera's at a different height because of it. The microphone just, it seems to have grown. And yeah, I feel very uncomfortable at the moment. I'm out of my comfort zone. Hello and welcome to part 57 of the Bolton battle. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have two games in the Championship, one away against Fulham, one at home against Nottingham Forest. We haven't played many games since you were last with me, and I wanted to talk to you all about that. I think since you were last with me it's only been 3 games, but actual game time, that must have taken me nearly 2 hours. We're now in the 25th season of this save, and it is just so slow. It is ridiculous. You may have noticed on the channel over the last couple of weeks that the gap between games has been shrinking, so there's more episodes per season. Plus there's been quite a few times where I've had to miss a day purely because I haven't had anything ready to record. So what I want is to formalise this whole affair and get your lot's view on it. So let me know down in the comments, would you rather I carried on just playing more episodes per season, carried on with the daily content as much as possible, but acknowledging that sometimes there'll only be 2 games that have passed since you were last with me? Or would you rather keep the normal 5-6 game gap that we've established over the last 9 months, but acknowledging that we probably need to formalise that we're going to be going to content every other day maybe rather than every day, because it's just not realistic for me to spend 4 or 5 hours every day trying to get Football Manager caught up to where the next episode needs to be. It does change the plans for the save ever so slightly. Realistically, we're not going to keep this one going all the way through until FM17. I don't think. It's getting too slow and clunky. I do want to finish the job with Bolton though, so we are going to get back up into the Premier League and then take a decision from there. The plan along has always been highest league position ever, but that could take 10 seasons. I don't think we've got another 10 seasons in this save. So we're going to get up to the Premier League, whether that takes 2, 3, 4 seasons, however long it takes, and then I'm going to put it out to poll to you lot, and you're going to let me know whether we carry on and struggle on, or whether we start something new to finish off FM16 and wind things down on this game as we approach FM17. So enough admin, let's get on with the Football Manager stuff. God, doesn't he go on? So this is the oh, by the way, we won our last game. Probably should have mentioned that because we hadn't won since like forever ago, but we are looking for back-to-back victories today. So the team that we're playing away against Fulham, and Fulham are just as rubbish as we are as well, so it's a game that hopefully we should be able to win, but it is away from home, and we're not great away from home. So in goal we've got Barrett, a back three of Joey LeBlanc, Tierney and Madehali. I'm even looking down for this bit, it doesn't feel right. We've got White and Alonso back together as wing-backs for the first time in goodness knows how long. It seems like forever since those two have actually played together, with suspensions and injuries to both of them. But they're back together, and we've also got Jones and Durant together in midfield. We have lost O'Connell, who, what's happened to him? He's picked up an injury now. We can't keep a fit team. He's going to be out for another couple of weeks. You're not going to see him today. So Wayne Pennock plays as the attacking midfielder today. John Jones, I think, is injured as well. Yeah, so Pennock is the only option in that position. And then we've got Leandrinho and Parnell up front. Let's get into this game. I should be clicking on a mouse, but I'm clicking on a trackpad on a laptop. I'm out of sync here. I don't like it. I've spent so long looking for this mouse dongle. I've not even had time to do my hair, so I'm wearing a youth headpiece. Apologies for that. I'll try not to make a habit of it. I was told I shouldn't have bent the peak the way that I have, but I'm not a rapper, so I couldn't just leave it completely straight across and wear it on the back of my head like it said on the box. So it has spent the last half an hour curled up inside a coffee cup so that it was wearable on the channel. But yeah, Leandrinho is in. We're 1-0 up after 2 minutes. Wow, it's my lucky hat, everybody. Praise the lucky hat. I'm wearing it every day from now on. Let's have a look at it in 3D. Previous experience tells me this is going to take about 15 minutes to load up the 3D replay. But what do you know, it's right there. So Pennock spraying the ball out wide to Alonso, and Alonso celebrating being back in the side, crosses it in onto the end of Leandrinho's toe. He tucks it away. Goals have been a little bit hard to come by for Leandrinho over the last 4 or 5 games, but he's tucked one in today and we're 1-0 up. Still less than 5 minutes. Look, that would put us up to 16th place. It shows the importance of beating the teams around you. We just need to hold on. Leandrinho's in again here, but just sort of clunks it into their defender, and that wasn't good play. Right, Alonso, ball over the top to Parnell. Can he use his pace? He can't quite get there, but he's putting pressure on the defender and he wins the ball, tucks it back to Pennock. That was beautiful. I mean, that was that was possibly my favourite goal in the entirety of this save, because it was 2 things that I love in football. Parnell chasing a defender down and just working really hard, but then showing real footballing intelligence to tuck it back to Pennock. That's Wayne Pennock's first goal in the Championship. We're 2-0 up. There's still less than 5 minutes on the clock. This is crazy town. What on earth is going on? They've got a number 63 on the pitch as well. Parnell in again. Parnell is up for this today. Durant now in with a tackle. Leandrinho plays in Pennock. Pennock is full of energy today. Tom White crosses into Parnell. Parnell had the ball in the back of the net in the 7th minute. We could have been 3-0 up, but it's put down as offside. We have started this game really rather well. This is the first time this combination of 11 players has played together. Have we cracked the Championship code? Leandrinho, ball over the top to Parnell again. Parnell's in, forces a save out of their keeper. We have had 3 very, very good chances in the first 8 minutes of this game, and we have finally shown a bit of clinicality, that's a word, to put ourselves into a fantastic position. 2-0 up. We now just need to hold on. We've got no possession. We're basically Leicester. We have become Leicester City. That's not a bad thing. If we can go against all the odds and get a promotion, that'd be marvellous. Right, Tierney intercepts now to Durant. Leandrinho spraying it out wide to White this time. White crosses into Parnell. I love this hat. We're 3-0 up. Mark Parnell's in again. I don't understand what's happening, because this season, we're in October now, I think, and up until this point, this season has been absolute tosh. But suddenly we've learnt how to play football. Not a moment too soon. I need to relax. That's been a hectic first half. I can feel beads of sweat forming under the peak of my youth headpiece. Oh, well, there you go. Let's have a half-time talk, Sergey. What are you going to say? Yeah, they're extremely delighted, and rightly so, because that is the best we have played for 6 months, probably. I'm including the second half of the League One campaign in that, because we weren't great from sort of Christmas onwards. But hopefully this is the start of us turning things around, and it's not to come a moment too soon. Right. Look, Tom White, really, we're just harassing Fulham constantly today. And I don't know if, hang about, Fulham are 3rd in the league. I thought they were down with us near the bottom. I'm sure it said they were down with us near the bottom. We're battering title contenders. We're only 5 points behind Ipswich, who spent £50 million in the summer. I thought the start to this season had been rubbish. It's perhaps not been as bad as we all thought. Oh, hang about. 3-1. I've finally realised that it's all got to my head, because I've realised actually something big is happening. So now we're going to go and blow it. And Barrett just let that hit his face. We've got 25 minutes to sit on a 2-goal lead. You know we can't sit on a 2-goal lead. There's more goals in this game, and either team could score them. It's not going to finish 3-1 though. Presumably this is now me cutting to the end of the game and it finishing 3-1. But I certainly wouldn't be upset about that at all. Let's make some substitutions anyway. Everyone's playing rather well. We've got no backup for Pennock. Alonso, we haven't got Glenn Jennings on the bench. I think we'll bring Helio on for Tierney and just freshen up the whole of this back line. Put Mr. Patreon in the middle there. And do that as our back 3, and hope that doesn't just throw it all away. Oh, you're 3-1 up, you're having a good day? Yeah, change the defence with 20 minutes to go. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, God, this is the worst that could happen. They've hit the crossbar now. Should I drop Jones back to a defensive midfield player? Maybe. But Pennock can't play in central midfield, so it means we would just be playing a midfield 1. Maybe I drop Jones back here, push White and Alonso on, and do something. Should I do something stupid when we're two goals up? Almost certainly not. Let's just do the safe bet. Take off John Durant, bring on Dennis Parnaby, just to add a bit more bite into the midfield. We've now got 2 tough tacklers in there. Lots of mobility about them as well. And I think we're going to hold on. Goodness me, we're going to beat Fulham. Doesn't even matter if they score here, because they can't possibly score twice. And they're not even going to score once, are they? Because Alonso chasing them down. I mean, we have been superb today. I don't know where that performance has come from. I can only assume that this is a lucky hat. And let's hope it continues to be lucky going into the next of today's 2 games. Right, just the one change for the next game, which is against Forest, who really are in the relegation zone, so I might have just read it the wrong way around. Semedo comes in for Leandrinho, mainly because he's threatening to leave, so I thought I'd give him a game. I may have accidentally clicked the wrong button and promised he'd be getting regular starts because I'm using a trackpad, and yeah, so I've got to play him now, haven't I, or else he's going to leave. And although he's not been a regular for us at all this season, we can't really afford to lose him because he was so important for us in the second half of last season, and he is one of only 4 strikers we've got at the club who are any good, so we've got to keep hold of him. So we'll give him 2 or 3 games, hopefully not wreck what has been the start of a good little run of form by having him in the side. We are now playing for a 3rd win on the bounce, which would be quite remarkable based on how the rest of the season has gone until we've hit this little purple patch. But Forest, we've just hit the post after less than 2 minutes. We need to keep up the intensity and the hassling of the opponents that we had against Fulham. I think we just completely caught Fulham unawares. And it would be rather pleasant to do the same against Forest, but I guess Forest will be expecting it, having seen what we did to Fulham last weekend. Ipswich are on the verge of sacking their manager, by the way. They're only 4 points ahead of us in the league now, after spending 50 million quid. That's an interesting one. I'm just going to leave that little piece of information there and do with it what you will. Right, Forest. We've not really done anything in this game, so have we? Forest are on the attack. And that is a very nice goal. I'd like to say it's against the run of play, but looking at the stats, it's really not. They've had a clear-cut chance before that we saw hit the post. They've absolutely dominated possession, and don't tell me it's all going back to how it has been, because really, at home against a fellow relegation struggler, this is a game we should win. So if we don't win it, it just completely cancels out the completely unexpected win against Fulham. And it kind of makes the whole episode even and boring and no. This is not how it was supposed to be. If you morons not read the script, do I have to take this hat off in the middle of it? I've got hat hair under this. For goodness sake, I can't just remove it midway through the episode. That hair will look ridiculous. If we come back to win this game now, I will take my hat off and show you my hat hair. There you go. That's a universe, Football Manager universe. Football Manager gods, I'm giving you that one. If you want to see me on the internet with hat hair, and it's 2 minutes past 9 at night now. I've had this hat on all day. It's been a hot day. This hair is going to be a sight to behold. So we need to come back and find a win somehow, or else you're not going to get to see it, and I'm sure that will devastate each and every one of you. Right, here you go, the comeback is on. Semedo knocks it down to Pennock. Pennock he was passing beautifully last game, and he's just done nothing at all there. Forest are in again, it's 3-0. At least I get to keep my hat on. I think this is a perfect opportunity for me to remind you all to check out my new channel, Never Too Old, which has been up and running for the last week, 10 days or so. It's nothing to do with Football Manager. There's a link to it in my recommended channels thing on the side of the page, which I don't know which side it's on, but it's basically the other nerdy stuff that I do in my life. So toys, pop vinyls, collectibles, comics, just general nerdy stuff. So if you want more Kev, but not anything to do with Football Manager, because clearly I can't do it, it'd be worth checking out that channel. It would be lovely to see some of you pop up over there. And if you do head over there from here, just comment on a video saying, "Hi Kev, I'm here from the Lollujo FM. I don't have any interest in any of this stuff, and I'll probably never watch another video, but I subbed anyway because it's my way of giving something back. P.S. Show me your hat hair." This game has been a shambles, hasn't it? As good as we were against Fulham, we have been equally as bad in this game against Forest. Madahali's going to come off. Manning can come on. We'll bring Leandrinho on for Parnell. Parnell was outstanding in the last game and has just been bobbins today. Semedo's actually been one of the better players, so we can't blame it all on him. It's just I don't get it. We're so inconsistent at the moment, and we need to fix it. We've not had a single clear-cut chance. Forest have created 3. They've scored 3. They haven't scored all 3 of their clear-cut chances, but they've obviously just... they've just been better than us today. Let's not sugarcoat it. We've been rubbish. They're a team that should have been rubbish because they're lower in the league than us. Still, even after this result, we'll still be a point ahead of them. There's still work to do. I was getting excited after 2 wins on the bounce. Meh. Right, go on, let's score late 4 goals to make me take my hat off. Semedo has just scored an absolute screamer to say, yeah, that's why I should be playing boss. Look what I can do. This is just ridiculous. We've been rubbish for 90 minutes. And then the man with no match fitness, who shouldn't still be on the pitch, wasn't involved in any of the good results we had, has just done a ridiculous thing like that. This game confuses me sometimes. There we go. We lost anyway. Semedo did his best to have a look at what's under the hat. But it was not to be. Now we have to go away against a third place team again. So you never know. We might do another Fulham. Perhaps we need to play against teams who are just coming to attacking us. Perhaps even though we're still on attacking instruction, we've become a counter-attacking side because we're so rubbish that our attacking doesn't really work. Who knows? So that's the state of play after 15 games. We've always said when we've been battling relegation before, as long as we can keep averaging a point a game, we'll be all right. So we've got 16 points from 15 games. We keep that up, we'll be all right. Hopefully. If you've enjoyed that episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.